Shout out to the Cows gang. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer, and welcome to the show, Victim or Volunteer. Oh, man. What a day. Man, the day has just started, man. I'm out here in Florida in Miami-Dade, and, I'm just sitting back enjoying the sunset, the sunrise, and all the women out here, man. I'm just on vacation. I decided to get off the couch and do a little something. And, I also went to visit a couple of friends. And let me tell y'all what went on. Now, it was a interesting night. Me and my guys, we chilling, we kicking it. And I say, man, let's go, go to Miami-Dade McDonald's. I want to give me a #1 Big Mac and eat a little something before I go back to the, Airbnb. I'm not gonna lie to you. When you go to McDonald's, you gotta be careful because it's always some type of bullshit go on, whether if it's the customer trying to fight the worker, whether it's the worker trying to fight the customer. It's just always some unexpected going on. And, you gotta be careful. But I just wanted to get something to eat. And this was it was either November the 23rd or November the 24th. And it was on a Friday. And the McDonald's located at 9250 Northwest 7th Avenue, right? All I know is before I can get up to the drive-thru, I'm looking at some woman who worked at McDonald's with a gun in her hand, cussing out, I believe it was 3 passengers in the car, snapping out on them. Tom, like, I literally got the gun out and was daring them to touch her and do this and do that, and was something about pointing at somebody. Now, what got me was the fact that the driver who, was a female, she didn't even try to pull off. She actually egged the woman to shoot her. You can't make this up. And I'm gonna let y'all take a look at the video of what was going on at that time.
I'm gonna butt at you real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say something else to my daughter.
Nobody says to your daughter.
So shut the up.
You shut the up. Look at the fool.
Nice.
The out what you talking a gun? Get gun don't know how to act. Just stop your fist, ho. Shut the up. Get away from the car. Bye. Excuse me, go. Go. Excuse me, go. Go.
No. Cause I was slept out with the do it.
A few moments later.
Y'all, record real quick. Record. She shoots off her gun.
So who shoot out the gun?
Her right there. Who had the gun?
Can also the ship commander reference as 330.
Man, y'all see that bullshit? Now, as I was listening, the mother and daughter must work together. The daughter's 15 years old, and they work together at McDonald's. Now, the mother is telling the people in the car, say something else to my daughter or point at my daughter. I don't really know, but at first I was thinking like maybe they got into an argument about an order, or they got into an argument about maybe a drink was wrong. But no, it seems like they got into it for allegedly pointing at somebody. You can't make this up. But I gotta go back to what I said earlier. What baffled me is the fact that the person in the car, another woman, kept cussing her ass out, telling her, shoot me. And when she raised the window up, the woman, the mother with the gun, tapped on the window and she raised the mother down. You can't make that right there is dysfunction. That is dysfunctional. But what do I know? I'm from Cottage Grove, so I just never been through all that. Now, I want y'all to know that the woman who was arrested, the mother, Melissa Valbrum, who was 32 years old, faces several charges in a shooting. Y'all wanna know why? Even though you heard in the video, but I gotta say it. You wanna know why? And who she shoot? Did she shoot the passengers in the car? Nope. She shot her own daughter. Wow, she shot her own daughter. The one that she was supposed to have been protecting, she shot. Now she says it's an accident. She said it was an accident, but that right there, that just blew me. So what I decided to do was just go ahead and told my homie, let's just speed the off because I don't want to be around this bullshit. I saw enough. I see enough of this in Chicago. So I went on and we went to Wendy's and went on about our business, man. So the next day I see this papers, and for what I'm seeing, they said that Ms. Valbrum became violent towards a woman and her cousins at the McDonald's drive-through because she thought that one of the victims was pointing at her or her daughter. You know, I'm seeing two different things, but actually the victim was actually pointing outside to inform her cousin that the Lyft ride has arrived. Wow, that's crazy. So because she assumed that, Valbrum pointed her firearm towards a group and threatened to shoot and kill them. In the arrest report, that's what was stated. And the altercation spilled over the group's Lyft, where Valbrum allegedly reached inside the vehicle to physically assault one of the victims, who was a minor. You can't make this up. So finally, when the Lyft drove off, a gunshot rang out and Valbrum's daughter was struck in the shoulder. And her daughter was took to Jackson Memorial Hospital, Ryder Trauma Center, and listed in stable condition. Now, the mother, Valbrum, denied pointing a gun at the victims and said the firearm fell from her waist-side. Now, she said when it fell, it caused a discharge to strike her daughter. Now, here's the thing about that. We saw the video, what really happened with that, so she's capped. Now, I'm gonna let the news speak their piece because she was locked up and the judge ordered her to stay away from the victims and the daughter and was issued a $22,000 bond. She was locked up and she ended up bailing out. She ended up bailing out, y'all. She actually had some money to bail out. So I want y'all to check this out.
You have anything to say? What would you say? Right now at 5:30, a mother accused of accidentally shooting her daughter had nothing to say to our cameras as she bonded out of jail. This was Sunday night. She faced a judge over the weekend after she was arrested for the incident at a McDonald's in Northwest Miami-Dade. Now she's facing a number of charges. Local 10's Hannah Yashivi is live in Northwest Miami-Dade with all the details here. Hannah.
Alex, we were there when the mother bonded out of jail yesterday, and as you said, she had nothing to say to us about her actions when this past Friday she allegedly shot her daughter accidentally right here behind me at this McDonald's. Bonding out and running out.
Melissa, did you mean to shoot your daughter?
Our Local 10 crew was there.
Did you mean to shoot your daughter? Do you have anything to say? What would you say?
Sunday morning,
Melissa Valbrum.
Melissa standing in front of a judge after allegedly being accused of accidentally shooting her very own daughter, who's 15 years old.
You were arrested for aggravated assault with deadly weapon, battery, and culpable negligence.
This past Friday, Miami-Dade police officers arresting her. It all happened at this McDonald's in Northwest Miami-Dade. According to her arrest form, just before the shooting, Melissa threatened to shoot a Lyft driver and 3 of his passengers because she thought one of them had pointed at her. The person who pointed told police officers she was simply pointing at the Lyft driver, telling the others with her that the driver had arrived.
The defendant then began to bang the window, making several threats to shoot and kill them.
Melissa's being charged for allegedly threatening to kill 4 people. After the Lyft driver pulled off, this is what the passengers told officers that happened. They heard a gunshot and observed that the juvenile victim had been shot. Melissa told investigators that she had the firearm on her waistband and it accidentally fell, causing the firearm to discharge and strike her daughter.
Technically, really, it's a shooting. It's a complete shooting. The charge needs to be elevated.
Melissa, do you have anything to say to those people that you pulled the gun on?
Once again, nothing to say to us.
Melissa, you dropped your sandal.
Melissa's bond was $22,000, and she was ordered to stay away from her daughter and to also stay away from all of those 4 passengers who were on that Lyft. On Friday, her daughter was rushed to Jackson Memorial Hospital's Ryder Trauma Center, and at last check, she was stable. We're live in Northwest Miami-Dade this morning. Hannah Yashivi, Local 10 News.
Hey, man, y'all see that bullshit? Now, she was really trying to get away from that news reporter to the point where she left one of her shoes there. Dude tried to tell her, but I guess they say, hell no, we ain't going back to that. Because I guess she was embarrassed. She was looking salty, looking shame. No, let me stop lying. These baby mama tears ain't got no shame. But I will tell you this. She made worse than it had to be. And now the daughter is in the hospital with a gunshot to the shoulder. Now, I will say prayers to the daughter. But at the same time, did you see in the news clip, they said the daughter told the mom that somebody was pointing at her? All I gotta tell y'all, Cal's gang, please be careful, because you never know that anybody can just snap, anybody can just click, anybody can just pop go the weasel, you know what I'm saying? And also, if you're gonna pull out a gun, use it. Don't just pull it out waving at everybody, because everybody's not gonna run, everybody's not gonna duck, everybody's not gonna beg. Because as we see, you had El Stupo in the car, and her 2 cousins was minors, and she risked everybody's life. So with that, Cal's gang, I got to know, if this mother, I'm gonna say not Mr., she should be Mr., but Miss Melissa Valbrum, Miss Toten and ready to bust a cap on a mother. Is she a victim or volunteer? Now, I also gotta go back to the woman who was going back and forth with her. I gotta ask about her. Is she a victim or volunteer?
Y'all tell me what y'all think. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Cal's gang, Cal's gang.